I remember looking up at the sky, tears filling my eyes. I'm asking God, is this really all you have for me? Seems like everybody's succeeding in life but me. It looks like everybody's winning, and I'm over here losing my mind. Time is passing me by. Success is ahead, but I feel so far. Really all you have for me? What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everybody doing? Um, I'm super excited to be on here to be going um be going live from a whole different platform. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, so grateful to grow. Um, I can't thank you guys enough for just tuning in every week on this channel, Lip Speak, where we um we grow in faith, we grow in love for our family, and we also grow in freedom. And freedom meaning the freedom to be able to do the things we want to do in our lives. So I'm excited. So this is something new. This is something that I'm learning, I'm growing. So it's not going to be perfect. And I am excited. I'm happy. Again, I'm blessed. Um, so I often wondered why businesses, why marriages, why a lot of things failed in life. I've always wondered because you have some that the marriages are flourishing. You have some that if you see a business and you're like, oh, this will be a nice business, they just got started. And the next thing you know, you see, you know, a couple of months or a year or so down the road, the business is closing. So I'm like, why is this thing happening? Like the plan was great. The style of it was great. The layout and everything was great. So what happened? Why do things fail that you would think are great? And some of us want to start businesses, but we're kind of scared. We're fearful. We don't know where to go, where to start, how to do it, all that stuff, right? So while preparing for this, mind you, this is not what I wanted to do today. I had something else planned. We're working those. Look, I told you this is a work in progress. This is not something that's going to be perfect. I'm on it each and every week, but I'm not making up an excuse as to why I can't come on here. So I'm committed to you guys. Hopefully, you're committed to yourselves. And I love doing this. This is like me, like I said, this is like a live journal for myself. So I don't know if I'm the only one that ever had that question as to why things are not like profitable or flourishing or at its full potential. Then I realized it's always when I'm getting ready, I'm always like my mind is always going and always thinking, and I'm just asking God questions, and I'm trying to get answers, and I'm listening. And at that moment where I'm in an enclosed area where my kids are not asking me a million questions, where I am by myself, to myself, is when I start really getting answers. And I realize there is a structure. I was raised in church. There's a structure. So you have God, you have Jesus, you have man, you have woman, kids, pets, whatever else comes under it. Okay. So a lot of us reconfigure this whole layout where we mix God down here, we put man up here, we put woman up here, the kids are somewhere in the middle. We try to reconfigure this whole layout of how the structure is supposed to be. And I feel like that's when we fail. It was put this way for a reason. And if any part of this structure is misplaced, then that's when it starts to get chaos because now God is not the head. So now he's not in control. He's not the one that directs the path. He's not the one for guidance. He's not the one that shares, the thoughts and all of that and gives you all of this knowledge to work to wherever you're going, whatever you're doing. Why not? We all want to be the CEO. We all want businesses. Some of us. Okay. I want one. Okay. I got one. So we want to be the head. We want to be the person in control. We want to be the person that's at the wheel that makes all the calls, that you run this by me or it's never going to happen. If you don't get my approval, it's not going to happen. But then we create all this chaos. We create all this noise, and it's just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I'm about to foreclose, or I'm about to go bankrupt, or I'm about to just let this business go to wash, right? But I feel as though, my opinion, and some opinion of others that are very successful, making God your CEO is the best way to a profitable business, to a successful marriage, to a successful relationship as far as parenthood. Making God the primary person of anything you do, your finances, your relationships, your business, whatever you have, making him the primary person, the CEO, the head, will always be profitable and successful. And why do I say that? And he said, in all words of deeds, do it all in the name of Jesus. Like there's a level, right? So he said, do it in the name of Jesus. Okay. That's his son. Okay. That's not the husband, not the kids. That's his son. But then you have Jesus that says, I come to do the works of my father. Like, I'm coming to do what my father told me to do. I didn't come here for me. I didn't come here to be a showboat. I didn't come here because I am a royal priest. I came here to do my father's business. So if he even was telling you, like, look, yes, I am the son of God. Yes, I sit on his right hand. When I go back up, I'm sitting on his right hand. I am sitting on the throne. I will be the person that judges the whole entire world. Even this man didn't even take credit and say, I am the CEO. I am the I am. No, he said, I am. This man up here has sent me, right? And because of the things he endured, because of the persecution, because of all the turmoil that he went through, his father then said, you know what, because of the you giving your life for so many souls and so many people, I am going to give you all rights. Anything that has to be done in your name. You get that gift. You get that right. You get that pleasure. You get that recognition because you endured. I sent you down there and you accomplished everything that was meant for you to accomplish. So when you look at the structure and you see that even Jesus had to answer to him, even Jesus had to get direction from him, even Jesus had to get guidance from him, what makes you think you don't need to do the same thing? And you're trying to own a business. You're trying to be getting into a marriage with another soul, right? We're in flesh, but we're souls. So if he is in control of everything in your life, what makes you think it's not going to be successful? I've seen so many people that said when they started putting God in the midst in everything, It says, seek you first the kingdom of heaven. If you seek him, because when you seek in heaven, in the kingdom, you're seeking God. So when you seek him and you go after you go to him for everything. Give him your finances. Like I was saying weeks back, when you give him your finances, when you give him your troubles, when you give him your pain, when you give him all of these things, he would turn that mess. He would turn that negative thing. He would turn all of those thoughts that you're having into something and make it like this beautiful gift. But what I feel is though we are trying to be in control of everything. We pray to him, we want things. Oh Lord, I want a husband. Oh Lord, I want a house. Oh Lord, I want this. But are you truly believing that he can do it? Believing you shall receive. A doubtful man will receive nothing, right? From the Lord. So if you are always doubtful, how can the CEO of your life do anything for you? If every time he puts you on an assignment and you're like, oh no, I can't do that. Oh no, that's not for me. Oh no, Lord, I don't have time. What makes you think that he can run a profitable business, a successful business, if you're not doing what you want to, that you need to do in your business, in your life, in your family? If he appointed you to be a wife, be the best, be a virtuous woman, be that wife that you need to be, that God wants you to be. If he appointed you to be a husband, if he appointed you to be a sister, be that to the best of your ability. The problem that I feel like we all face is the fact we want responsibility, but we don't know how to take it. We want to be in control, but we can't control the little tasks that he gives us. How can you control a whole business if you can't control the little tasks that he gives you? And when it comes down to yes, baby. Okay, you can go. Okay, go in there. Have Sissy help you, okay? Have Sissy. Sissy can help you. Close the door, please. Close. Close the door. And so whenever we have these problems happening and these situations happening, we wonder, why? Why is it not happening for me? Why is it not, we want to be in positions so bad. We want to have that feeling of just, I'm doing something great. I'm doing something, amazing. But some of the people that have, like I look at some of the videos and I see these humble beings that, I see some homeless people that are happier than some of us that are in houses, that have jobs, that have food, that have all. And it's just like, it's not about what you have, but it's about what you carry. And if you carry this negative thing, if you carry all this animosity, if you carry all this stuff, regardless of what you do in life, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be pleased. He can't use you because you're always snapping. Oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, I can't do that. It's not for me. That's not what I see myself doing. What do you mean? Oh, you think you're too good to be and do the things that he has lined up for you? Sometimes he has to humble us to be in that position of ownership, of just being a business owner. He has to humble you. You have to go through a humbling experience, especially if you want him to be your CEO. He's going to test, you're going to have tests. He's going to test your faith. See how much do you truly believe in me? How much do you really truly believe in me? Think about it. When Jesus was tempted in the mountains by Satan, he could have easily gave in. He could have been like, man, Lord, Father, take me back. I ain't got time for this. I've been starving. I've been starving myself for 40 days and 40 nights. And then this thing come around. Fix him. Demolish him. Get rid of him. I don't need him right now. That could have easily happened. Easily happened. But he endured. Because he said, my father sent me. I am on a mission. I have a goal. I have something that I have to accomplish. And I got all of this. He knew, Jesus knew what he was getting into when he got here. He knew he had to die on the cross. He knew he had to go minister to people. He knew he had to perform miracles so people can believe. He knew he had to do all these things. So when he got here, it wasn't like, oh, snap, it's harder than I thought. Let me go. It was tough for him. It was tough for everybody. But because he had God in the center, in the beginning, in the center, in the end, he kept him through it all. And the mission was accomplished. Look at Solomon, King Solomon, who denied himself. Denied himself. He was like, give me the wisdom and knowledge to be able to serve the people you have me here to serve so I can please you. And the Lord was like, because you asked not of riches, not of fame, not of wealth, not of any of these things, you can have. Sorry, I'm being a mother too. So, because he denied himself, he did what he was like, this is not for me. I want to please you. I want to serve you. I want to um I want to give my all to you and serve the people you have me here to serve. Because of his selflessness, God was like, you know what? You're going to be the richest man that walks this earth. Nobody, everybody else, if I would have asked them that question, if I would have gave them the option, a lot of people say, oh, I want the prettiest husband and the prettiest wife. I want some nice kids. I want a nice house. I want all the money in the world. I want all these servants to where I don't have to do anything. We would be so, we'll ask for so many materialistic things. And this man only asked for wisdom and knowledge to help serve the people he is here to serve. And guess what? Guess who promoted? He got a promotion because you asked of this that nobody else would ask of. Here is everything else. You're going to get I'm going to give you the wisdom. I'm going to give you the knowledge, but I'm going to give you riches. I'm going to give you land. I'm going to give you concubines. I'm going to give you all of this because you did not ask of it. He promoted him. We all want to be promoted, but we're not willing to do the work and do what is need to be done to get the promotion. Like, we want to be bosses. Some of us are not even boss material. Why? Because you are always thinking about self. I want to become rich. I, my family, my this, me, my. But you're not worried about your neighbor. You're not worried about the person that's in need. You're not worried about that thing. So when you're walking in your purpose is identifying who are you here to serve. That's what purpose is. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about your family. It's bigger than that. There's more people in this world than the little bit of people that stay in your household. Now, if you got a big family, I got 4 in my household. We enough. But it's not about us 4. My purpose is about millions of people that I want to help get out of the poverty mindset, that I want to help to get out of the scarcity mindset, that I want to help to understand that the riches of this world can be given is yours, but you got to follow this guideline. You got to follow these principles. You have to understand that God has to be your CEO. And once you understand that, and it's not just your CEO, he needs to be the head of everything you do. He needs to be your financial advisor. He needs to be your marriage counselor. He needs to be what will he be for your kids? Babysit. He has to be everything in your life. And that's when he execute. That's when he's like, because you did this, because you became out of self, because you sacrificed yourself and the things that you want for others. Here you go. Here you go. And it's not about turning the camera on and showing that you doing stuff for the homeless. You already got your reward. It's not about you going and showcasing what you're doing for other. You already got your reward. It's those things you do in silent. It says, don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Why is everybody, why your credit, you already got your reward. But God is looking for those people, those entrepreneurs that want to make him your CEO. When they make me the CEO, I will make sure their business is profitable. Anything they touch is successful because they put me as the head. I have the knowledge, I have the ability, I have the resources, I have the people, I know everything. All I need you to do is make me your CEO. How many of us, if you are willing to make him your CEO, type in the chat, God is my CEO. You're going to be profitable because you're seeking him every day. You're going after him every day. And he's going to see that. And your faith will improve. Your thought process will improve because now he's like, you're no longer in self. You're seeking me. You're thirsty for me. You're hungry for me. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to give you water. I'm going to give you bread because you're seeking me. So always remember to put him first in everything you do. Because he's the one, he is that's the sauce. That's the thing that people are not sharing. And the reason why so many reasons why I started a podcast. But one of the main ones is because we took God out of a lot of our stuff. We took God out of just our life. They're starting to take, they took prayer and Bibles out of school. So many things are being removed. He's being removed. That's why the world is the way it is now. I wonder. So much chaos. When I was growing up, when we were praying, when we were having the Bibles was allowed in school and all of this, God was in school. We didn't have these problems. We didn't have these shootings. We didn't have these killings. We didn't have none of this stuff happening. The biggest thing that probably happened was, oh, shoot, there's a fight, right? But kids are so lost. Parents are so lost. Business owners are so lost because they're trying to identify and go through life without the creator. How is that possible? We wonder why a lot of people lose their minds. You don't have the creator in your thought process. You're thinking about everything else. So now you're lost. He can't use you. You're not sober-minded. You're lost. And I feel like that's what's the problem with a lot of businesses. They're lost. They're going under because they are not putting him in the middle. They're not putting him in the beginning, in the end. They're thinking that I have all the answers. I've been doing research. I've been doing this for 30 years. Okay. And 30-year-old people, they are learning too. You're still the best leaders were the best followers. How can you be a good leader if you can't follow? A good teacher if you can't be a good student? There's no way. You have to humble yourself. Stop thinking you know everything. Stop thinking that you're better than everybody. When I go places, I don't ever, I'm like, how can I help this person? My thought process is not, oh, yeah, I'm better than them. No, I'm struggling too. I'm struggling just like you. I'm going to him for the answers because I don't know nothing. That is the problem with this world. We are so quick, we're taking him out of everything. They're trying to take him off of license plates. They already took him out of school. And that's why the schools are the way they are. They're adding all this other stuff that are getting these kids in this mindset of there is no God. I don't believe. No, no. Train your child up in the way they should go, so when they get older, they won't depart. They are not training their child up the way they should go, and then they wonder why my kid like this? Why they act like this? Why they in jail? Listen, listen. I'm so grateful. My mom didn't allow me to do the things I wanted to do. I'm so grateful that she found God. I'm so grateful that I have a family, a church family that prayed for me because the things that I was into should have took me out of here. But because they made God their CEO, God the head of their life, they were like, Kayla, they put Kayla in prayer all the time. And I'm grateful for that. I am so grateful for that. But who's praying for these other people that don't have the same type of parents? We're talking about self. We're so worried about praying about the cars and the house. That's gonna come. If he see your faithfulness, he see how you were praying for other people and forgetting about yourself. He see how you started a business to help other people and you're not even worried about profit. You like profit is gonna come. But I'm here to serve the people he got me here to serve. You're not chasing the money, but you're chasing your purpose. The money will come. Don't worry about that. This platform right here, I'm not making any money on it. But I still do it. I still come in here and give y'all 100%. That don't mean nothing. When the money come, I'ma still give y'all 100%. Now I might be a little bit lively, get a little bit more, but I'm not gonna be stooping low just because I'm not making any money. That's the problem. A lot of people are doing stuff and they're, oh, I'm consistent. I'm doing it, but I'm not making anything. I don't want to do it no more. How many how many whips did Jesus get? How long was he up down that cross? And he didn't give up because he like, oh no, I don't see people changing. The world is still, while I'm still up here, I'm dying. I am bleeding to death. And they're still saying I'm not the son of God. There's other situations. Job, when he was at his sick, the everything was gone. Cattle, kids. He was sickly. His wife told him, curse your God and die. You foolish woman. When people are at their lowest and still got God, they know I can look up and live. People were being stoned. And he said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Are you that, you believe in God that much? Is God the CEO of your life that much to where you are being killed and you still look up and say, you are my CEO? That's something to think about. Because when I read these stories, I'm like, they did what? This man is throwing rocks and you doing what? Forgive them, for they know not what they do. He wasn't thinking about himself. He knew God was going to take care of him. He wasn't thinking about himself. And that is the purpose of God being a CEO of your life. God ain't thinking about himself, because if he was thinking about himself, this world would have been destroyed a long time ago and restarted. He could have restarted this earth multiple times over. I don't like what they're doing. I'm going to restart. I don't like how they're talking to people. I'm going to restart. I don't like the fact of them taking me out of things. I'm going to restart the earth. Like he could do away with us completely. We don't exist. We never existed. But he did. He gives us the opportunity. He gives us the opportunity to come to him, to make him our CEO, to say, Lord, you are the head of my house, the head of my finances, the head of everything I own. It's yours. Here you go. He can do that. He will do that for you. But you have to be willing to give him that position. Snatch, get it, take yourself out, pull yourself out. And know I can be more profitable if I let God be the head of my house. I can be more profitable and more successful if I allow him to be my CEO. Stop trying to take the wheel. Learn to be a passenger. Learn to be the best student, the best follower. Being in positions of leadership is not what you think. This is my second time being a manager. It's challenging. You learning every day. I'm just like, Lord. And then I look at it. God does this every day. He has a responsibility of all of us on this earth. There's billions of people on this earth. He's in control. He has control of all of us. Think about it. He's managing billions of people. There's millions of people that have businesses. And if you make him the CEO of all of those businesses, how profitable it will be. So remember, take yourself out. Stop trying to push for promotions. Allow God to appoint you and anoint you. Because when he appoints you and anoints you, it says, many are called, but few are chosen. We are chosen. Walk as if you are chosen. Stop thinking. And when you're chosen, I'm not the CEO. Are you chosen? Because when you're called, are you called or are you chosen? Anybody can be called. You can be called for an interview today. But did they hire you? You got the job? Were you chosen for the position? Or were you just called? Because call and hire is two different things. They can call you all day long. But until they do the paperwork and the orientation and the onboarding, that don't mean nothing. So allow God to onboard you. Allow God to perform his orientation. Allow God to anoint you and appoint you. Because then that promotion is more valuable. Now he's like pouring in you continuously the knowledge that you need. He said, I will give you what to say in that same hour. Sometimes we come stuttering. But when you go and say, Lord, give me an increase in me and allow me to decrease. A lot of people will never be successful because God is not the CEO. So if you want a successful business, if you want an amazing marriage, If you want to have good kids, if you want all the desires of your heart, he will grant those to you. But you have to believe and make him the CEO of your life, of your business, of your marriage. He's the executive. Remember that. He's the executive. Let him narrate your 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 movie has already formed. He's the executive producer. You were just a character in the movie. That's what we are. He's the executive producer. Jesus is the executive producer. He's the author and finisher of our faith. He has already shown us what to do. What did I do when I was in trouble? What did I do when I was on the cross? I looked up and cried out to my Father. What did I do when I was going into the mountains and I was crying and the people were not listening to me and nobody believed me and they're coming and they're hunting for me and it's like a bounty on my head? I called out to my Father because my Father is the CEO. He's the one that sent me. I didn't send myself. I didn't create myself. He made me. He sent me. So I'm doing his will. Get that in your head. And I feel like a lot of us will be so much further in life. So much fun. I've been practicing more and more and more because when you're comfortable, when you are set, you quote unquote have no worries, you're not depending on him, you're not leaning on him. It's whenever you are down and out to your lowest is when you do that cry. Help me. He said, I've been here the whole time. I seen you celebrate. Like David, he was celebrating his yielded blessings. He was yielding to God at one point, and then he stopped. But he was still living in his blessings. He was comfortable. And then he realized when everything was starting to fall apart, I fired my CEO. I didn't allow my CEO to run the business, to run my kingdom, to run my marriage. I took charge. I let other people, my resources, take over, and I kicked out the source. That's the problem. But it's also the solution. Insert him. That's all you gotta do. Insert him and allow him to work. Because he has everything you need, everything you want, everything you ever desired. But you have to know and remember that he has to be the CEO of your business, of your marriage, of your finances, if you want him to do his mighty work. He ain't gonna be a little worker and doing all these CEO moves. So you have to give him that grace. You have to give him that position, or he ain't gonna move nowhere. You making him the CEO, sacrifice. You you gave it to me. Now let me show you what I can do with it. I can do more than what you thought you can do. I can do the unthinkable. You said you were gonna make 100,000. Watch you make 1,000,000 because you gave it to me. You said you were gonna meet 1 and 2 people. I'm gonna give you 50 because you gave it to me. He multiplies. He don't just add, he multiplies. So understand. Understand. Again, if you want a successful business, a profitable business, a marriage that is out of this world, give it to God and make him your CEO. I love y'all. It's been fun. Hopefully, we get some things worked out to where we can start doing the things that I want to do on here because I really want to start breaking down videos that have helped me um, get over certain paradigms that I was facing, certain times in my life where I felt down about myself. So this is the work in progress, but I want y'all to understand, like, it's never too late to start dreaming. It's never too late to go after your dreams. Never too late. Long as you still have breath in your body, you can do anything. You can do anything. He can do the impossible. He's a guy that never fails. That's the whole purpose of you making him your CEO. It will never fail if he is in it. He even said out, he will never fail. So, do you want that maybe, or do you want the definite it's going to be successful? I want the definite. I ain't doing all this work for no maybe. I want to be successful. I want other people to be successful. I want to help people get to a point where they even say, God is my CEO. God is the head of my life. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Make sure that you like this video. And if God is your CEO, put it in the comments. I want to know how many God CEOs is in the building because I want to know who I need to work with. Okay. Love y'all. I will see y'all next Thursday at 5 o'clock, every Thursday now at 5 o'clock. And if y'all want to hit me up outside of here, you can excuse me, you can follow me on Facebook, Kayla Cadogan Flegel. Last name, I know it's weird. Cadogan space Fleegle. Or you can follow me on IG, TikTok at Kayla C Flegel, Fleegle, and send me messages. Like I said, I'm in real estate. I built a fix and flip business with my husband. So this right here is amazing. This is exciting, and you're gonna start seeing more. That's why I wanted to do this Zoom too. You're gonna start seeing more. We're gonna have designated days for quote unquote Bible study or Bible learning or getting closer to God. And then you're gonna have the real estate days and you may have family days. So we're gonna see. We're gonna find out. We a work in progress here. Okay. So love y'all. Again, be blessed. And I will see y'all next Thursday. Lord's willing. Take care and do the thing you need to do to become a better you. Love y'all. May God your CEO.